All right, being 7 o'clock, can I call the meeting to order? And would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Lynn, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Grover? Here. Mrs. Sullivan?
Here.
Mr. Holshansky? Mrs. Vanderwater?
Here.
Ms. Lesniak? Mr. Tupper? Ms. Saban?
Here. Please mark Darcy as excused. Can I get a motion to approve the meeting minutes of the April 19th meeting, please?
I'll make that.
I'll second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. I'd like to recess the regular meeting and go into...
Do citizens' comments?
Oh, sorry. Lynn, anybody?
Janet, you're waiting to the public hearing. Yeah. What about Billy? You're waiting? Yeah. Okay. Kellen?
Can I go to the mic?
Yes, please.
Perfect. 2 minutes, right? Is that usually how it works?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Test, test, test. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to set this down. I don't like to use scripts. My name is Caleb Slater. I'm the Republican challenger to Rachel May, and the reason for coming to your town here tonight in Van Buren is to give you an introduction about myself, speak on solutions that I have for the people in Van Buren, and lastly, after the meeting, ask for what the key issues that your community is facing. For starters, introduction to myself. I'm a first generation born in this country whose family came here escaping communism in the Dominican Republic, July 4th, 1970. I'm in this race because as I stand before here as New Yorkers, I see that our rights as Van Buren residents are being stripped away in Albany. Your citizens right here in this town have their Second Amendment rights, their right to defend themselves taken away. Just last night, Albany took away your property rights as Van Buren residents. You can't heat your home with fossil fuels starting in 2026. I'm going to fight against this. I'm going to stand for the ability for Van Buren residents to be able to stay warm in the wintertime. I'm going to stand for your ability and your families to be protected against the crime, against the bail reform, against the raise the age legislation. And lastly, as I stand here today, I stand here because I want to make sure that you have a voice. I have gone around the district and I have talked to our servicemen and women. I have talked to our firefighters. Van Buren has 3 fire departments, and I have talked to firefighters all across the area, and they say that their recruitment is down and their retention is down. It is my pledge in my first 100 days to sign the Firefighters Recruitment and Retention Act, which brings the benefit of being a firefighter from $200 a year to $600 a year. Their numbers are low because people are leaving New York, and I'm going to end this speech where I started it. My family came here escaping communism, and my grandmother a decade ago left for Florida because she said the same warning signs that were in the DR are now in NY, and the difference between her and the people in your town here in Van Buren is when communism came stepping on her door, she had somewhere to escape to. If you and I and everyone in this town don't stand up for our rights and our freedom, there will be nowhere left to escape to. Thank you, God bless you, and I'll be around. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Caleb.
I did see you Saturday night.
Okay. Now being after 7, I'd like to recess the regular meeting and go into public hearing mode. Can I get a motion?
Moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Janet Ward is here to speak on behalf of, this is a site plan extension application for DGNY CS4 LLC. Janet, can you give us an idea of what you're looking for?
Yes, my name is Janet Ward. I'm with NextEra Energy Resources. We are the developer, the applicant of DG New York CS4 LLC, and this is for the Memphis solar project. That's located at 6734, or actually it's located at 6734 State Route 31 in Memphis. The parcel number is 047.02-06.1. This project received special use permit and site plan approval on May 14th of 2021. We received the 911 address progress that was assigned September 23rd of 2021. Due to some interconnection delays, we worked with NYSEG on the utility studies. We had to redo 2 different studies, but we have now worked through that with the utility, but that was the reason for the delays, moving from the special use permit site plan approval to today, as we're preparing to finalize the engineering and submit the building permit applications. But the site plan approval expires 2 years from the date of the approval. So we're requesting an update, or we're requesting an extension. We understand that we can get one 6-month extension that would bring us to November 14th of 2021. We understand for that date, we would need to have received the building permit and begun some physical site work. In the process, from the date we received the approval until now, the physical size of the panels has increased in just what can be procured. This design was approved with 2 in portrait. You can see, it's hard to see, but there are 2 rectangles here in each of the tables. Since then, and the maximum height would be exceeded if we did 2 in portrait with the current size of panels available. So we did change the design to be 1 in portrait. I did talk to Casey Palmer at the time. He was the code enforcement officer at the time. He said that we did not need to update the permit because we were reducing the impact actually. Going with 1 in portrait reduces the maximum height of the design. As you can see here, this is just 1 rectangle. We kept the same footprint, the same landscaping will be installed. Casey did ask me to go, because this is the throughway, he did ask me to go back to the Thruway Authority to confirm their approval. So they asked us to update the glare study, and so in the package I submitted to the town to request the extension, I included the updated glare study and the updated New York State Thruway Authority approval of the design. This, as I said, this is just showing that the footprint that the town had already approved will remain the same. And so understanding that there is a solar moratorium in place, and we went to the planning board, who referred us here to the town board. So we're requesting an extension of the site plan approval.
Okay. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak in favor of the extension? Andy?
Yeah, I do have 2 questions, though, in favor of it. Thanks for all the effort that you went through to redesign the whole thing and get the extra studies. What was the elevation difference? How much above what code? Do you remember?
I think we were approved at a maximum, the code I think is 20 feet. I think our maximum was approved at like 15 feet, but the size of the panels now,
Yeah.
and
So
having...
it was 5 feet, so it's significant. And how much
Yes.
wattage approximately was reduced to meet it, do you know?
The system size will be the same
Okay,
because the
good.
size of the
Great. Thank
panels
you so much. I really appreciate the
increased.
effort that you went through for the redesign and meet the code.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody else interested in speaking in favor? Is there anybody in the audience wishing to speak against this? Seeing none, we will recess the public hearing and go back into regular session. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, number 2 on the agenda is to consider approval of the site plan extension for DGNY SCS IV LLC.
Would you like me to give you some suggested language for that?
Sure.
Only question before I do that, Ms. Ward, the site plan, is that prepared by NextEra?
The...
I just want to be able to reference it in the resolution. Is it?
It's the DG New York
Yeah.
CS4 Memphis Solar Site.
No, who
Who's the
prepared?
engineer that
Yeah.
prepared it?
Was that
Tetra Tech?
Tetra Tech? Okay.
Yeah, TETRA space TECH.
Yep, and what's that dated?
And the date,
Most recent date, please. And it's sheets C.
sorry, the most recent date was the Avoca Engineering, AVOCA Engineering, and that date is 12/15/22.
Okay. And their sheets C201 through,
C201, C203, C204, those were prepared by Tetra Tech, and Avoca Engineering is E101.
E101. Okay, so what I would recommend for the board is a resolution that ratifies and reaffirms the prior seeker determination on the special use permit and site plan applications that the planning board had undertaken, and to further extend the site plan approval for DGNYCS4 LLC, plans prepared by Tetra Tech, dated, what were they dated? The Tetra Tech ones.
5/4/2021.
5/4/2021 sheets consisting of sheets 201, C201, 203, and 204, and site plan document prepared by Avoca Engineering dated 12/15/22 consisting of sheet E101 in accordance with section 6A of the local law, was that moratorium 2 of 2002, of 23? Excuse me. 22. No, it was the moratorium that we just did. It was local law 2 of 2023. That would be the resolution. You just need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any questions?
So I think it's law number C.
No, that's what we introduce, and then once they become adopted, they get a letter, a number assigned.
So do you think it might be number 3?
I can double check.
Well, I'm not sure if it's, for some reason, I was thinking it was 2, but I could be mistaken.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
One question, I had 2 questions actually, based on a couple of other solar farms that have come in. Is there a perimeter landscape on all sides or just on?
No, the landscaping that is approved. The landscaping that is approved is on C204, and so it is, it's not all sides, but most of it. East, northwest, and a little bit to the south. There's existing vegetation that runs all along the thruway, and then this is all wooded. This whole wetland area is wooded.
Nadine.
All right. Second, the panels being newer, are they recyclable at the end of their lifespan?
They would be the same level of recyclable as the ones that were approved, so that when the decommissioning plan was considered as part of the special use and site plan approval, and yes, most, when the project is decommissioned, anything that is recyclable will be recycled, or if it's not recyclable, it will be disposed of according to those regulations at local, state, and federal level.
Okay.
Do you know if those panels are made in America?
I do not know the answer to that.
All right. Any other questions? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You need a roll call?
You don't have it. Okay. All right. All those opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 3 is to get a motion to approve the summer employees for the Buildings and Grounds Department, which you should have seen on your memo from Chris Ordway. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any questions?
I'll just review it so it's in the minutes. He has one staff member returning, Mike Allen, at $20 an hour, and a new staff member, Jackson Willis, at $18 an hour.
both starting May 15th.
Correct.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion?
I make the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Number 4 is to approve the vouchers 230511 through 230513 and 230533 through 230563 in a total amount of $33,408.81.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Second is number 5 is to approve the provisional appointment of Selena Buckner as a Clerk 1 in the Codes Office. Can I get a motion for that?
When is she starting?
Tomorrow.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions or comments?
And it's provisional because she needs to take the exam?
Right, which should be held later this summer, and then she will have to pass it and be in the top 3 scores to retain the position. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is to accept the resignation of Michelle Rurka effective May 10th, not the 12th.
I'll make that motion
I'll second it.
as amended, I'll say.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 7 is to accept the resignation of Marie Giannone effective May 17th, 2023.
Make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Just as a point of clarification, Marie will be staying on for, I think it's 8 to 10 days to help transition the new person.
Oh, nice.
So, same as we did the last time. Okay. Item number 8 is to declare a 27-inch monitor serial number CN-OYKN FG WS200-784 BHF BA00 and a 17-inch monitor serial number CN OM7430-7445-9AB-093L as surplus and recycle.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Do those need to be replaced?
They were this year. Yeah.
Okay, so they've already been replaced,
Yeah.
great.
Unfortunately, one just totally died, and the other one had been dead, but we just didn't realize it was in the back room, so. Okay. Counselor and committee reports. Jenny?
I don't have anything except that the Memorial Day Parade will be Tuesday, May 30th at 6 p.m. this year.
All right. Wendy?
Nothing.
Bob?
I have nothing tonight.
Okay. Supervisor comments, I have just a couple of them here. Just want to remind people, if they haven't already seen it, that the Beeville Lions Club is holding a free bicycle giveaway this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the Beeville Lions Park. And it's a limit of one bike per family. Next, just want to announce my retirement effective Friday, May 12th at the close of business. Let's see, next one is, I just want to read a compliment that the Buildings and Grounds and Parks Department received from citizens Sid and Audrey Chong. And it says, thank you to everyone who works at the Van Buren Park for all you do. My husband and I play tennis there, go for walks, and love the woods and the trails. I have grandchildren who love climbing the hills and playing on the playgrounds. I am so impressed with the rec programs and with all the improvements on the grounds over the last few years and with the maintenance of the grounds. We are so fortunate to have such a beautiful area to walk, run, play, and enjoy. So kudos to both the Buildings and Grounds and to the parks. Okay. Next, just to let you know that James Bell in the Buildings and Grounds Department passed the Certified Pool Operator course this year. And my last note is on May 6th, there will be a shredding event, 9 a.m. to noon at Destiny USA, that was coordinated by Assemblyman Magnarelli. Highway, Doug.
Just that we've gotten a couple calls about the Connors Road bridge replacement. Just to let people know, it's gone splendidly. Most things are in. It looks amazing. We just have to wait for safety reasons. There's part of the guide rail. We have it in. It's there, ready to go. We're just waiting on a little problem with Verizon we're having, just have to do a little relocation. As soon as that is done, the guide rail will be put in, and we literally can open it up as soon as that is done. So they're working on that fix. Hopefully they get that as quick as possible. They'll have to do DSNY and whatnot, but if they're done as quick as possible, and they'll be open and people can enjoy it.
Okay. All right, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Jason?
I met with our pavilion contractor today. Building should start on that within the next couple of weeks, so hopefully by the end of summer, we'll have another rentable pavilion up at our park.
Okay, and that has a due date of June 30th. It has to be completed by, okay. All right. Nadine?
I have nothing, and I certainly can't top the highway superintendent's use of splendidly on anything that I've had to do lately. So, no, I have nothing unless the town has any questions for me.
Okay. All right. And can I get a motion to adjourn to the regular town board meeting on Wednesday, May 17th at 7 p.m.?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for coming.